It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Taking on last year's national champion, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to Davis. Shake just dismissing tackles. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Give out of the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. Where they look.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
If you didn't Rides to back and leaves it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champion, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Taylor wants to throw. He's going for it all. Toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time in late in the season.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that one.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the week.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Scrambling away. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Creates a little space. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Got a man. It's Tatum. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, down a throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Taylor wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Looking to the end zone. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do.
There he goes. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game.
Touchdown, Trojans! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. Bulldozes his way through. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Hendricks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Quick release on the RPO. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it.
Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Got it in the middle, it's Winston. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The short hands, it's Hendricks. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game as a head coach.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. Jukes his way for more.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
To the air. It's Holstein. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, USC.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And that is no good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies.
Snatches it on the run. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab. It's Tatum. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got his man out of the backfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the comeback is on. Lining up for the PAT.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Pulls and fires complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Takes it across the 20, inside the red zone, and they'll mark him out at the 19-yard line. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up first and 10 at the 19. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Extending the play. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. The tackle is made, but he's got him first and goal from the 6. Man And when that ball's tipped, you're thinking turnover or settle for a field goal? Nope, they got first down.
And it's so frustrating because that's what you're trying to do, get deflections. You know, hit the quarterback, make bad things happen. They did a great job deflecting the football, but unfortunately the receiver still makes the play.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up.
Single. All right.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the down, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
What will the offense dial up on third and goal? This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
35, USC 26.
So we open the final period with a third down play. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Tatum. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Holstein. Fakes to grab. Open space at the 25. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Catch in the middle. It's Tatum. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled.
Touchdown, USC! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They feed him again. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shift.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back. Looking for more room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Your defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've added their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ball State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 21 over the Bloopers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Taylor wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Fires left. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll immediately call timeout.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Oh, they're after him. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Trojans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jessica, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Winston. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward,